Hey there, gamers. Part 2 of Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. Now that we've gone over pretty much the basics and a little more of the advanced techniques, I'm just going to go in training mode so I can just show off all the different things that we can choose from. So, first is stage select. You have random, you have the Wasteland, Yatterman's Workshop, Washinkyo Amehon, the Galactor base from Gatchaman, a burning variation of the Wasteland, Las Vegas, Daigo Temple, which I believe is from Onimusha, the Gessel Shaft, which, for those who don't know, that's I believe Tron Bonne's ship from Mega Man Legends, a Clear Skies version. You have Ainsland Castle, you know, Morgan's home, an uncharted region of China, Daigo Temple at Moonlight, which is a slightly different variation of the stage, Gessel Shaft during a storm, the Orbital Ring Systems Cargo Bay from Mega Man Blade, Willamette Parkview Mall from Dead Rising, and a training stage. So, I like the Orbital Ring, so let's go with that one. And this one, there's no time, so I can show off the characters again. So again, Ken and June from Gatchaman, Casshern, which we got the 93 OVA released on DVD here. We also had a live-action movie that was released in North America, but apparently the subtitles on that are horrid. And Funimation picked up the recent television series Casshern Sins. That does a completely different telling of what Casshern is generally about. Pretty much basic idea though is Casshern is a man that pretty much made himself into a Neoroid, pretty much an android in a sense, to go up against the Andro army, which is led by the evil Bride King boss. And with him he has a robotic dog called Friender. Tekkaman's basic story is these aliens called the Wall Dasher attack. Joji Minami's father creates the tech set system along with his giant robot Pegasus, and unfortunately Joji's dad dies, and Minami himself takes the spot and takes the tech set system and becomes Tekkaman to fight the Wall Dasher. Hurricane Polymar, his pretty much main idea is he's I believe an assistant to a detective, and he also moonlights as Polymar. His suit gives him the ability to transform into different forms. You have Yatterman 1 as well as Yatterman 2 from Yatterman. They're pretty much just, more comical style duo of crime fighters. So with that, you also got their main villain, their rival, Doranjo, who also comes with their two lackeys, Tandra and Boyaki. And, they work for Dokurobe, so they're also known as the Dorambo gang. They're always just looking for skull gems and everything to help revive their leader, Dokurobe. You have Karas, who's the most recent, character. He's was made to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Tatsunoko back in from the Karas OVA, which was made between 2005 and 2007. This one, it's not exactly the main character of the OVA, but a Karas is pretty much a protector of a specific city. I don't remember the city name right now, but there's a little more to that. I haven't seen the OVA yet. I have them though, and I'll take a look at that sooner or later. Ippatsuman is from the show Ippatsuman, which, much like Yatterman, is from the Time Bokan series. Pretty much Ippatsuman is the story of these two kids who work for the Time Lease Company. They're pretty much a company that can lease anything out to anyone, including giant robots. And there's an evil organization, much like the Dorambo gang, called Skull Lease. And pretty much whenever they want to get rid of Time Lease, and every time there's big trouble, Ippatsuman, no matter what time period or day, or no matter what, he's always there to save the day. Gold Lion's one of your giants, and he pretty much is a giant mech from the planet of robots that's come to Earth to protect it from evil, and he pretty much transforms from a small little lighter to this 300-meter mech. And he's one of the giants in this game. Tekkaman Blade is a reboot of Tekkaman, since the original Tekkaman didn't do too well. Tekkaman Blade is pretty much the basic idea is these aliens called the Radam have taken over the Earth, and they pretty much have nothing. The Earthlings can't do anything about it until this renegade Tekkaman called Tekkaman Blade comes, and pretty much he's the shining light that can help save the Earth from the Radam and the other evil Tekkaman. As I said, Joe the Condor from Gatchaman and Yatterman 2. So let's go over the Capcom side. We got Ryu, of course, from Street Fighter. He's representing Street Fighter 1. Chun-Li is representing Street Fighter 2. Got Morgan from Darkstalkers, like usual. Alex is representing Street Fighter 3, so he's pretty much going to replace Zangief in this kind of game. It's nice to see something different. Got Batsu from Rival Schools, who's kind of like a Ryu-like character. His basic idea is he's all about guts and, spirit. He's pretty much an idiot, though, when it comes to stuff like schoolwork. You got Mega Man Volnut, originally was called Mega Man Trigger, or Rock Volnut, but he's from Mega Man Legends. He's a very popular variation of the Mega Man character. And in this one, he's pretty much apparently he's like a robot, but he acts exactly like a human. And he's a digger, pretty much, you know, trying to find out archaeological stuff. You got Kaijin no Soki, or Soki of the Ashes from the 4th Onimusha game, Dawn of Dreams. He's the only one that can really use because, you know, he's not based off any real actor. You got Roll from the original Mega Man. Saki from Quiz 98 Dreams, which is an arcade quiz game that Capcom made back in the mid-90s. It was ported then to the PlayStation and Saturn, but only released in Japan. She also might seem familiar, though, to some people from Marvel's Capcom 1, where she was one of those extra assist characters you could get. So this is her first time playable, but her second time appearing in North America. Got Beautiful Joe. Pretty much once this game was announced, I was like, this game has to have Beautiful Joe. He is pretty much an homage to the kind of stuff that Tatsunoko, you know, trailblazed. With the whole, like, you know, transforming, the whole henshin idea, the Sentai. You know, still like Power Rangers, you know, Tatsunoko kind of helped inspire, you know, people like Shitari Shinomori to do that. You have the PTX-40A, or the Yvonne from Lost Planet, which is the giant for Capcom. Frank West from Dead Rising. And you got Zero from Mega Man X. So that's the entire lineup. I already spent most of the video talking about everyone here, so we're just going to show off a little bit of, you know, let me show off a giant. So I prefer Gold Light. He's more combo-based than PTX. And we'll show off Tekka Man Blade and Tekka Man. Show off both Tekka Man, because they do play pretty differently. Tekka Man Blade is more of a faster character. Regular Tekka Man is more of like a tanky, slow, but really powerful. And really, the original Cross Generation Heroes had character themes, like, you know, Ryu had his good old theme from Street Fighter 2, Casshern had the theme from the original Casshern, Leiden had Leiden's theme. That was all taken out mainly because they couldn't get the rights to every single song, so they decided, you know, instead of having some characters, you know, some and some with don't, let's just take them all out. The music they replaced with it, I personally really like it. As you can tell, the graphics are so nice, and you see Leiden by himself because he's so big. So, we'll put some dummy settings on. We'll put it on CPU. So it should be at the difficulty 5 CPU. And we'll just play around. We'll go with recover settings, and give me a recover setting as well. So we'll just play around a little bit while I'll talk about some of the game aspects. See, Leiden can do all kinds of little things here. Leiden's main thing is that he has the ability, he has Gold Crush. See the computer blocks. So let's try that again. Go Leiden will crush down his opponents. He pulls out the evil core inside them and crushes it. See, Leiden can't tag though. The partner button does nothing for him. So when you're playing as a giant, you pretty much only got 3 buttons to worry about. You see, PTX is not as combo friendly as Leiden is. PTX is more about the damage. But as you can see in the background, they put a lot of stuff into this. This is one of the new game stages just for this game because Tekka Man Blade's added in. So if you look, you might have seen like the humans fighting a giant Radom monster, and afterwards they retreated and they started celebrating. The voice work is all Japanese with the exception of Frank. He speaks English. That was Gold Kick Bottom from Leiden, so, you know, we should go back to character select really fast, try to do someone else for a quick second. But really, this is definitely one of the best looking Wii games you can find. Go into the Wasteland. Yeah, let's just do a little random. So we got Tekka Man Blade, and also we got Morrigan, and for random, Ipatsumon, and who's our other random going to be? Can the Eagle. Okay, so I'm just going to show off a little more gameplay. Pretty much arcade mode, you go through 3 teams, then you fight a giant, depending on who your first character was that you chose. If it's a Tatsunoko character, you're going to fight PTX. If it's a Capcom character, you're going to fight Leiden. So you fight a giant for the 4th stage, and you do another 3 teams, and then you fight the final boss, which is Yami, the final boss of Okami. And just like in Marvel's Capcom 1, when you fought Onslaught, just like in Marvel's Capcom 2 when you fought Abyss, it is done in 3 forms. Afterwards, you get endings. There are no, unfortunately, there are no animated endings like there were in the original game. But you still get the artwork from Udon. And, you know, they do look pretty nice, so I can't complain too much about that. You see, Tekka Man Blade's dashes. If you thought Morrigan's dashes were weird, you know, like you have Morrigan's dashes where she goes up. Tekka Man Blade is even crazier with his dashes. I messed that up a little bit. And then she has her missiles. But you know, you still can unlock the original Japanese opening, which is nice. I'll show that off in the next video. So see you later.